So I just learned about a situation that for me was a bit too much, right? So in USC, a professor of communications was giving a class and he was talking about the difference in communication styles and how in different languages or cultures, the filler word is different. You know, for example, how in English we say, in Spanish it's este, and in Chinese it's a word that sounds like the N word in English, right? And some of his students complained, and the professor got put on leave, and the dean of the business college just basically threw him under the bus, right? And some of the students were saying 10,000 characters in Chinese. Why did he have to use this one? Well, it's because it was perfect to the situation, perfect to the context. If a word sounds like another word in a different language, at the end of the day, it's in a different language. So, different language, different meaning. There is no association within that language of the meaning in a different language, unless if it's a word from thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago that the roots has in common with other languages. Now, in the case of Chinese to English, believe me, there really isn't. They don't really have that. I mean, you can't really think of a language as different from English as Chinese, and it just completely culturally and contextually different. So, normally I don't. Oof. It's strange because I'm making this video because everyone knows me knows that I really love languages, and sometimes I think, man, one of my worst fears is being in the States and having someone tell me not to speak a language, right? I just like a small fear of mine, like how would I respond, right? But I study Russian. There's a word that sounds similar to the N word in Russian. Of course, I always knew about this word in Chinese, which is just has nothing to do with the word in English. And I just read that something similar exists in Danish. So it's really, really quite scary because these students should do a bit better research before throwing a man under the bus, right? So in the article, well, one of the articles I read, um, it says that they had talked to some Chinese students and that he had overpronounced it or something like that. I watched that video and I didn't get that whatsoever. At the end of the day, it's an American man trying to give some examples in Chinese. Even when Chinese people say this word, it basically sounds like this word in English. So we can't even we can't expect that an American's going to have even the 100% correct pronunciation. Although apparently some professors watched that. A professor I read, he said that it was perfectly fine in the way that it was pronounced, and of course in the context that he said it in. Well, that was pretty clear. Um, I even hate to make this video because I am someone really in favor of equality, equal rights, um, justice. So, um, but I think this is going too far. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? We'll see. Bye.